Hey guys, how you doing this week? Guess where I am? Underneath the van. Oh yeah. Alright, so the only thing that bothers me about going off-road at this point is this is the lowest part of this whole frame, and there is a little lip right here. So if I ever hit anything here with this, and John from our van, he's correct. This will just peel right off because there's definitely a little lip right here. You can see my fingernail. You see how far this cover is hanging down. So if I hit a rock or if I hit a stump or something, this is going to peel off. And yes, I will lose all my fluid here in my tranny. So I ordered the skid plate for this. The rest of the vehicle, if you look down the rest of the vehicle, here, let me see if I can do this. Here we go. You see, there's really, the fuel tank is up, a good 4 inches or so. I'm going to hold off on all those other skid plates. I may get one for the front, right underneath the motor there, right at the front. But that's at the end of my list of to-do things. So it came in. So we're going to attempt to put this skid plate on here. It's supposed to be, a very easy installation. Nothing's ever easy. So let's go get it. But yeah, nice and clean underneath here. Well, it should be with only 2,000 miles on it. So but yeah, it's I'm assuming this black here or this here indicates that this is where the fluid level is inside here, because the rest of this is okay, but this here's got like some kind of condensation or some kind of mold or something growing on here, and that tells me that there may be fluid in here. So so that's interesting to know that it's equal, the fluid is right about at this here level of this little tab that's sticking out here. But and this looks new. I think this was part of the van compass. This is that stabilizer bar. I think that could be part of that 4.3, because it looks awful new. I could be wrong. It could be stock, but I don't remember seeing that, although I haven't really crawled underneath here prior to them installing all that the extra springs and the adjustable shocks over here. But anyway, yeah, this is interesting underneath here. You should probably crawl under your vehicle and just check it out here. There's the holding tank over there. Oh, there it is. There's the holding tank. All right. And then we got our little, where are we? Here we are. There's our little indicator, level indicators. We got one, where can we see it? Right up here, and then we have another one here. But this is a huge fuel tank. Wow. I really like it though. I'm well over 600 mile range now in this vehicle. This was really nice. Yeah. Coming from the border of South and North Carolina, Charlotte, basically all the way back to Southwest Florida. I did that needle, I put a lot of miles on, and it was nice to have the fuel in the tank. I basically got all the way down to South Georgia before, and I knew there was inexpensive fuel in that area. So actually, I got all the way to Buc-ee's in Daytona, because that's where I filled up, was in Daytona. It was $3.99 for diesel. So I knew that station was there, and I know they were like $1.25 cheaper than anybody else. So with this big tank, I was able to go through 2 states to get to that fuel station. So this is in with the extended miles, and then that gives me the availability to proceed further to get to reasonable fuel costs. So I think that will just pay for itself, the installation of the tank over, you know, a few years and miles. So I think that was a good investment. Yeah. So let's go back to here. Let me go show you the box, how it came in, and then we're gonna put this on. We got a couple of projects today, and this is gonna be the first one. All right. All right, here are some of the packages that came in this week. So we have our hood, gas cylinders to help hold up the front hood. They came in, let's see if we can get them up. Yep. So they came in today, not today, but this week. Here we go right here. So we're going to be installing these today. And the reason I got those is that hood it's heavy. And I have to open the hood to get to the air chuck for my compressor. And I just don't want to have to keep fooling around with that little rod to hold up the hood. So this will just be, I just lift up the hood and it stays open. So so we're going to install these. Also, I have the little, let me put this over here, I have the little owl plaque that's going to go up in replace of where my ladder, see where my ladder is? Right up there. Well, this plate is going to go up there to hide the bolt holes that are going to be exposed up there. So, and I thought that would look good up there too. I think it would be pretty awesome. It was only, I don't know, 30 bucks or something, but so anyway, that's going to go. That will be later on. Not, well, actually it might be today. All right, so now in here, open this up here. There we go. In here is the skid plate. Man, they wrapped this thing up good. Alright, so I'll continue to open this up. And then this came in, this big box. And this is the B1, B2 bike rack storage box frame that will be mounted on the passenger side of the door. They haven't sent me this one yet. Actually, it's going to be shipped next week. This has got the one that holds the spare tire or the box. I actually have a box going here. I want my spare tire underneath. And then it's got the ladder going up the side here on the back. That's coming. So we're going to install this one too. So we have 3 installations. I may get to that plaque up there because that ladder's going to have to come off when I do that bike rack thing. The frame is going on the passenger side door. That will be the last project of today. So let me unwrap all this stuff and then we'll go from there. Okay, look at all crap it was wrapped up in. I mean, this is heavy duty. There's going to be a challenge here. One person installing. I may have to get my floor jack and help hold that thing up in place. I think I might do that because trying to hold that up with one hand and then trying to set these bolts is maybe a little bit much for my arm here. But here's basically at the 3 U-bolts here that will go over the axle, and this here goes over the drive shaft that's gonna come up through here, and then we have our locking nuts. Oh, and I got to get some Loctite too. I think I read that somewhere. I have some in the house. A number red. I have red Loctite that I'm going to put on here too. Just to make sure this doesn't vibrate off. And I'll use the Loctite on the axle loops also that are going to be underneath. Actually, they're going to be like that. So let me go get that, and then let's get this underneath the van and see how it's going to go. All right. somehow. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, assume that's where it goes, right? Yeah, that's gotta come right up there. Okay. All right. Oh, let me move you guys over here. Maybe you can see what I'm doing here. We shall see. Okay. All right, so that goes up there. It's in here a little. Nothing here. All right, all right. It's gonna go right underneath there like that. All right, let's jack it up some. This is going to have to come down. Why isn't that going up? It fits that way. Alright, we're going to have to loosen it up. Yes, the pad tab. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here now. What's going on here? Got one side in. Okay, so put the washer. Oh, well, we'll have to put some lock thread on there too. All right, let me go get the lock thread. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll get the one. Oops. Do the cap. Okay, so let's put this one on with this one. Okay, that one's on. Here's the other 3/4. I lost it. Here it is. Okay. Let's put some Loctite on that, on these threads. Okay. Well, you probably don't need it because these have the nylon locking tab. These are a pain to get on. Get out of here. Crap. Let's see here. We'll get started just a little bit, and then we'll tighten it up with the socket here. The other way. Alright, we're just gonna that looks pretty loose. Alright, so let's get these on here now. It's supposed to go right on here. Uh-oh. Yeah. They go right on the main frame. Alright, we gotta put some lock. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to put them right on the thread. All right. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Let's get those on there loosely. Put another washer, not on this side. Okay, all right, let's go to this side here. Oh, man. Let's do a dry fit first. Make sure, whoops, make sure it's, what do we got here? Oh, we got a bracket in the way. Terrific. What was this for? Oh, this is the brake line. Nice. So we need to somehow just not quite doing it here. Ah. I'm gonna have to bend this bracket. We'll get a brake line bracket right here. Let me show you. Oh, baby. Okay. Right here, this little space right in here, we need to take a bar and just bend this up a little bit because I can't get that U-bolt to fit through there. I don't want to undo this. There's no play in here, so This is just a flat bar, so I can just bend that up just 1/8 of an inch. So let me go get a bar and do that. Alright, that worked out pretty good. I just used a screwdriver and just bent that bar up just a tad. So now I just gotta put some Loctite on there. Comes right up. Alright, let's put some Loctite on here. Alright. There it goes. Okay. Let's put a washer and a nut on that one. Just screw them on loosely. Okay, let's go. Let's slide this out of there. Alright, that's gone. This all looks good. That looks good, looks good. Alright, so let's tighten this from here down. Now you want 15 pounds. Roughly 15 pounds here of torque. I gotta go get a 1/2 inch, a 9/16 socket. Are these centered? Yep. Okay. Feels good. Yeah. Something doesn't look right here. All right, guys, done. That didn't take too long. All right, later. Whew. I'm glad it was raised another 2 inches after the suspension upgrade, because I don't know if I would have been able to fit underneath there. But yeah, it's done. So that project's check that off the list. All right, so now we're going to do the hood. Cylinders here, struts, I guess you call them. Let's get ready and get the supplies and the right tools for that project. Alright, so for this project, this is what came in the package other than the 2 wrenches. We have the 2 cylinders, then we have our little studs right here, and oh yeah, they gave you a sticker, Owl Van sticker. So no real directions. It's supposed to be pretty straightforward, so let's go set this up. Okay, well, they're in. It was a little challenging not putting these brackets on or putting that one on. It was trying to snap these things in. They snapped okay, but the pistons here, the rods, are a ½ an inch longer, and it was really impossible to put pressure to close this up in order, physically, in order to pop that on. So you really had to push on the hood almost to the point where you would put like a crease in here. I mean, I was getting nervous, but finally I pushed it up far enough where you were able to snap this thing on that little stud. Same thing on the other side. That was the hardest part. Like I said, trying to snap this thing on this stud. But yeah, look at this now. I mean, whoops. And I'll open it just well, I have to undo the hood, but yeah, that held it. Let me do that. Unlock that. All one-handed. Now look at that. And it just goes right up all by itself. Nice. I like that. Be a lot safer too, especially if it's a windy, you know, if it's gusty and you're trying to get this thing open because you got to do something in here. I wasn't crazy about having that one manual stud right there. As soon as you let go, you could see a lot of pressure in this area, and I just had a feeling this was gonna, you know, put a crease right across the hood here somewhere. But I like this better. Dual, separate the pressure on both sides. So that was another. I'm happy with that, and upgrade the hood pistons. All right.